Chosen one, you just absolutely crushed someone's inflated ego so hard they're still picking up the pieces of their shattered delusions. You were the last person they ever expected to be their destroyer. The universe set up the most epic takedown in cosmic history, using you as the secret weapon to deliver a narcissistic injury so devastating that this person will never recover from the shock of being outplayed by someone they considered beneath them. Your authentic power just torched their entire false reality, and what happened next will leave you in absolute awe of your own magnificent strength. You found yourself at the center of what seemed like the most sophisticated seduction campaign ever designed. Someone showered you with attention that seemed almost too good to be true, charm that felt perfectly calibrated to your vulnerabilities, promises that painted pictures of the future you had always dreamed of experiencing. Your response was being carefully monitored. Someone expected you to respond predictably, to start desperately seeking approval, jumping through increasingly demanding hoops to maintain interest, bending yourself into impossible shapes to earn precious validation. Someone was supremely confident this strategy would work because it had successfully ensnared countless others before you. Your authentic sweetness made you seem like the perfect target. Your genuine heart, your open energy, your natural kindness, all of this was being assessed as weakness by someone who fundamentally misunderstood the source of your power. Something entirely unexpected began happening during this carefully orchestrated seduction campaign, and this is where someone's plan started developing fatal cracks. Your intuition, that ancient wisdom that connects you to divine truth, started sending you alarm signals that grew more insistent each day. You sensed something fundamentally wrong about the energy signature around you. You felt a darkness lurking beneath polished exteriors that made your skin crawl. You looked into eyes that should have been windows to beautiful souls, but instead revealed something sinister, hiding behind carefully practiced expressions of charm and affection. You felt uneasy because some primal part of you recognized the predator behind the mask. While someone believed you were being successfully drawn deeper into a web, you were actually entering a state of heightened awareness. Your inner guidance system was analyzing behavioral patterns, cataloging inconsistencies in stories, noting the subtle ways someone tried to isolate you from your support system and undermine your confidence in your own perceptions. You started going inward, protecting your heart with increasing vigilance. Your soul was preparing for what would come next, though you didn't consciously understand the full scope of what was unfolding. Your intuition was setting off alarm bells that grew louder each day. This is where someone's master plan began crumbling in ways never anticipated, and where your hidden power started revealing itself. You transformed into something that had never been encountered in years of manipulation, an absolutely immovable force. When pressure was applied designed to bend you to someone's will, you became unshakable. When attempts were made to chip away at your confidence through subtle criticism, backhanded compliments, and carefully planted seeds of self-doubt, you remained solid in your sense of self. When someone tried to make you question your own thoughts, feelings, and decisions through gaslighting and reality distortion, you held firm to the unshakable truth that your opinions matter, your choices are valid, and your feelings deserve complete respect. The beautiful irony building towards psychological destruction became increasingly evident. Someone grew genuinely offended by your boundaries. The comprehension couldn't exist for how you possessed the unthinkable audacity to protect your own energy, to say no to unreasonable demands, to refuse attempts at total domination over your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Someone wanted unlimited access to everything you possessed, your emotional energy that could fuel an ego, your financial resources that could provide stability, your social connections that could expand influence, your very soul that could be consumed for narcissistic supply. You had the incomprehensible nerve to deny entry to the sacred spaces of your inner world. Aggressive attempts were made to break down your walls using every manipulation technique in an extensive arsenal. You encountered guilt trips designed to make you feel selfish for protecting yourself. You experienced emotional blackmail meant to make you feel responsible for someone else's feelings and reactions. You faced intermittent reinforcement, periods of coldness followed by intense affection, designed to keep you in a constant state of anxiety and people-pleasing. Your response to manipulation revealed something profound about your true nature that would ultimately prove to be someone's complete undoing. You possessed something feared more than anything else in existence, the ability to see truth clearly and speak it without fear. You didn't fall for carefully constructed masks that had fooled so many others. You saw through polished performance with laser-like clarity that cut through deceptions like light-piercing darkness. You spoke hard truths that sliced directly through pretense like a surgical blade through infected tissue. You demonstrated something that would ultimately destroy someone's entire false identity. You didn't need approval to feel good about yourself, didn't require validation to know your worth, and absolutely didn't believe elaborate lies about who someone claimed to be or what could be offered to you. You may have even found attempts at manipulation quite pathetic. Love bombing felt forced and artificial compared to genuine love you had experienced. Charm seemed calculated and hollow next to authentic connection. Promises felt empty because you could sense the manipulation behind every word. You realized something profound. Someone had absolutely no idea what love actually is, so genuine love was impossible to offer. The version of love being presented was just another control mechanism designed to extract what was needed from you, while giving nothing genuine in return. This moment marked the beginning of someone's complete psychological collapse, and it's also where your true power revealed itself in its full glory. You were dealing with someone who had built an entire identity around successfully manipulating others, getting people to seek approval like addicts desperately seeking their next fix, making others jump through increasingly degrading hoops for microscopic scraps of attention and validation. You looked at pathetic attempts at control and felt nothing but crystal clear understanding of true nature. You saw what was really happening. You were encountering a parasitic entity that needed to hijack other people's lives to create any semblance of stability because of self-destructive tendencies that prevented building anything lasting. The devastating blow that completely shattered someone's reality came when you executed the one move never expected from someone with your gentle nature. You walked away. You said farewell with such finality that it left absolutely no room for negotiation, manipulation, or future contact. You rejected an entire existence in your life with the kind of decisive action that left someone reeling. You abandoned someone to deal with chaos because you understood something profound that would change your life forever. Problems were never yours to solve, never yours to manage, never yours to heal, and would never become your responsibility, regardless of how much was demanded, pleaded, or threatened. And now, let us take a brief moment to honor the chosen among us. Here's to the ones who see the world differently, the silent guardians, the watchful souls, always awake, always vigilant. They don't fit the mold, and they wouldn't have it any other way. While others walk familiar paths, they forge their own, fighting unseen battles, illuminating the shadows. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. But if you feel it, deep within, you'll know this is meant for you. No masks, no pretense, just truth. The Obsidian Inner Order is here, a place where kindred spirits gather to share wisdom, to connect, to transform. Over 450 strong, united not by conformity, but by purpose. If you're ready, you know where to find us. The link is in the description. If not, that's perfectly fine, because we're always here, watching over, making a difference in ways unseen. Here's to those who walk their own path, not for recognition, but because it's who they are. Here's to you. Thank you. Imagine absolute shock and horror at this unexpected turn of events. You were dealing with someone who had spent years building self-image around being irresistible, supremely powerful, capable of bending anyone to will through charm and manipulation. Your rejection suddenly revealed complete powerlessness against someone catastrophically underestimated. Your action created realization in that crushing moment that someone wasn't as influential, as charming, as unstoppable, or as special as had been convinced to self and others. Your rejection didn't just hurt feelings, it threatened the very foundation of false identity and caused sense of self to begin cracking like a building during a devastating earthquake. You had delivered a narcissistic injury of epic proportions. You had provided the one blow that couldn't be recovered from. indifference to existence. You had proven that power was illusory, charm was artificial, and an entire persona was built on lies that crumbled the moment someone who couldn't be manipulated was encountered. Your decision to walk away transformed someone's feeling from omnipotent to completely powerless. The person thought to be easiest to control turned out to be the one who exposed fundamental weakness and dependency on others for sense of self. What happened next revealed everything about who you were truly dealing with beneath the polished exterior shown to the world. Instead of self-reflection, genuine remorse, or any attempt to understand how behavior had driven you away, you faced a calculated campaign of destruction designed to punish you for daring to escape control. Like a tornado of manufactured chaos and deliberate cruelty, you were bombarded with every weapon in a considerable arsenal. You encountered elaborate smear campaigns designed to destroy your reputation before you could expose true nature to mutual friends, family members, or colleagues. You faced carefully crafted lies that painted you as unstable, abusive, or mentally ill. You witnessed victim role performance with Oscar-worthy acting that would have been impressive if it weren't so malicious. You heard sob stories told to anyone who would listen about how badly you had supposedly treated someone, how everything had been given and only cruelty was received in return. You watched manipulation of shared connections to choose sides and isolate you from potential support systems. You experienced gossip campaigns with the precision of military operations, with tireless work to discredit anything you might say about real character. You saw positioning as the wounded party who had been blindsided by your sudden cruelty and abandonment. All of this chaos targeting you was driven by pure terror, absolute fear of being publicly exposed for who someone actually was behind the carefully constructed mask presented to the world. You were facing first strikes in a desperate attempt to control the narrative and maintain false image while destroying your credibility. This is where your true spiritual evolution revealed itself in ways that surprised even you and left someone completely bewildered. While chaos, lies, and destruction swirled around your life, you made a choice that demonstrated wisdom far beyond what could be comprehended by someone attacking you. You went inward. You protected your energy as the storm raged around you with the patience and strength of an ancient tree weathering a temporary tempest. You remained stoic, unmovable, unshakable in your center, while someone exhausted themselves creating drama and destruction. You understood something that couldn't be grasped by someone creating chaos, that engaging with the drama would only feed the need for attention and give the reaction desperately craved. Instead, you maintained your boundaries and let the storm pass around you without allowing it to penetrate your inner peace. Your calm strength during this period became kryptonite because it created such a stark contrast between authentic power and desperate performance. While someone screamed and raged and manipulated, you remained centered in your truth. While chaos was created around you, you continued building the life you actually wanted. The comparison between you and someone targeting you during this period revealed a truth so profound it changed how everyone around you understood the entire situation. You represented everything authentic, while someone else embodied everything artificial and calculated. You possessed genuine confidence built through years of inner work, self-reflection, and authentic relationship building, while someone else faked an entire personality using carefully practiced techniques designed to manipulate others. You understood love as the most powerful force in existence and operated from that truth in every interaction, while someone else remained completely incapable of genuine connection, authentic emotion, or real intimacy. You are the real deal. Someone else was faking it, faking confidence, faking charm, faking love, faking an entire identity. When your authentic power collided with manufactured facade, there was simply no contest. Truth always defeats lies in the end, and authenticity always overpowers manipulation when given enough time. You emerged from this experience not just intact, but genuinely transformed in ways that amazed everyone who witnessed your journey. You rebuilt yourself 10 times stronger in your convictions, 10 times wiser about human nature and the red flags that signal toxic people, 10 times happier in your authentic self-expression and commitment to your own well-being. You directed your healing energy toward planting positive seeds in every area of your life that needed growth and renewal. These seeds grew into tangible abundance, genuine success, healthier relationships, and opportunities that aligned perfectly with your authentic values and desires. You proved something important to yourself and others. It's possible to emerge from toxic situations, not just unscathed, but genuinely elevated and evolved. You demonstrated that surviving manipulation and abuse can become the foundation for building an even stronger, more authentic, more joyful life. Your spirit guides were practically cheering because you had conducted yourself throughout this entire ordeal with such remarkable grace, uncompromising integrity, and quiet dignity that inspired everyone who knew your story. You can do it. You realized your strength and knew you were an indestructible soul. Your community began recognizing the full scope of who you really are, and this recognition attracted your true tribe like a beacon calling souls home. People saw someone who is authentically kind, but also extraordinarily resilient. People witnessed how you make everyone smile, not through manipulation, people-pleasing, or false charm, but through genuine appreciation and unconditional love for the people in your life. People understood that you are the kind of friend treasured, someone whose efforts create real value in lives, someone who matters deeply, someone whose presence makes everything better. You attracted a tribe of genuinely loving souls who could recognize authentic value when encountered because similar qualities were possessed. These people didn't need to be convinced of your worth because your light could be seen clearly. You were shown through consistent actions and words that you are important, valuable, deserving of celebration, respect, and genuine love. Your community became your proof that healthy relationships do exist and that you deserve nothing less than authentic connection. Your opinions count in this community, your efforts really count and are celebrated. You matter as a complete individual, not just for what you can provide others. You are surrounded by loving people and loving souls who reflect your energy back to you and amplify your light. You are a good friend. This truth kept being recognized again and again. You are an amazing person, and people celebrate this reality about you. Now comes the revelation that makes this entire story so perfectly orchestrated by divine intelligence, and this truth will change how you see yourself forever. You were literally the last person ever expected to be capable of delivering such a crushing, definitive blow to a massively inflated ego. Your sweet, loving, kind-hearted nature that seemed so gentle, innocent, and harmless turned out to contain the power to completely humble grandiose self-image and shatter delusions of invincibility. You were a blind spot, the one type of person never learned how to manipulate because the source of your power was fundamentally misunderstood. You had been profiled as someone naive and easily controlled based on your kindness, but you revealed yourself as a conscious warrior disguised as a gentle soul. Desperate weakness was anticipated, and unbreakable inner strength was discovered that had been forged through previous challenges and spiritual growth. Someone hungry for external validation was expected, but complete self-sufficiency and inner knowing was found. Plans were made to exploit what was perceived as vulnerability, but an indestructible spirit was encountered that couldn't be broken, bent, or manipulated by any external force, no matter how intense the pressure or sophisticated the technique. You were someone so magnetic that someone else ended up walking on eggshells around you, trying to get your validation. You triggered massive insecurities simply by being authentically confident and self-assured. The second devastating revelation that reshapes everything. Someone believed your reality could be defined, that you could be convinced you were a terrible person, and that you would accept a distorted version of who you were supposed to be. Enormous time and energy was invested trying to break down your self-concept and rebuild it according to someone else's needs and desires. You knew better. You maintained unshakable knowledge that you are an extraordinary person whose worth has never been dependent on anyone else's opinion, approval, or validation. You understood something that couldn't be comprehended, that your value comes from within and cannot be diminished by external circumstances or other people's inability to see your truth. You didn't need approval because you had already given approval to yourself. Opinions about you didn't count because you understood those opinions were coming from someone incapable of genuine love or authentic connection. This entire experience served as your cosmic education and initiation into a higher level of consciousness, chosen one. You needed this specific lesson to prepare you for your highest possible timeline and the extraordinary life waiting for you. The universe was teaching you to recognize counterfeit love so you could instantly identify authentic love when it appears. You had to develop the ability to trust your intuition completely, establish non-negotiable boundaries that protect your energy, and walk away from anything that doesn't serve your spiritual evolution and highest good. You put yourself first, and this enraged someone who was used to people putting them first and seeking their validation. The third and most beautiful revelation: you are now perfectly aligned to receive the genuine love you've always deserved. Not the controlling, manipulative, conditional version offered before, but real love that celebrates your strength, respects your boundaries, honors your authentic self, and supports your highest growth and evolution. This love will enhance your power rather than trying to diminish it. It will appreciate your light rather than trying to dim it. It will encourage your growth rather than trying to stunt it. The kind of love that makes you feel more yourself, not less. Cupid's arrow is already in motion. Have faith that love is coming. The divine is sending you true love that matches your authentic vibration and supports your soul's purpose. This experience was your preparation for receiving what you truly deserve. You have evolved into a master manifester, someone who creates abundance through genuine appreciation and love, rather than manipulation and control. Everywhere you direct your attention, you plant seeds of positivity that grow into beautiful relationships, unexpected opportunities, and experiences that align perfectly with your soul's calling. This was definitely a karmic relationship that you needed to go through to learn and grow, to prepare you for your highest good and your highest timeline. The ripple effect of your transformation extends far beyond your personal life and touches everyone who witnesses your journey. You have become living proof that authentic power always defeats manipulation in the end. You demonstrate that self-love isn't selfish, but rather the foundation that makes all healthy relationships possible. You show others through your example that choosing yourself, trusting your inner guidance system, and walking away from toxicity always leads to victory, even when the path seems difficult or uncertain. You prove that an indestructible soul remains unbreakable regardless of what forces attempt to damage, control, or diminish it. Your light continues burning brighter while others exhaust themselves trying to dim it. You create lasting abundance through love, while others destroy everything touched through ego, control, and manipulation. You stand as undeniable proof that real power originates from within, that genuine confidence cannot be shaken by external circumstances, and that authentic love always triumphs over artificial charm. You make everyone smile with your genuine warmth and authentic appreciation of others. You deeply recognize people and appreciate them in ways that create real connection and lasting bonds. You thought you were simply being kind to another human being, offering your authentic heart and genuine care to someone who seemed to appreciate it. You were actually functioning as the universe's secret weapon against toxicity, though you didn't realize it at the time. Your genuine heart, protected by fierce boundaries and guided by divine wisdom, became the most powerful force ever encountered by someone trying to manipulate you. You humbled a massive inflated ego simply by refusing to feed an insatiable need for validation, control, and narcissistic supply. You represent the example everyone needs to witness. Choose yourself first, trust your intuition completely, protect your energy fiercely, and watch the universe celebrate your courage with opportunities, relationships, and experiences beyond your wildest imagination. You have proven that sometimes the greatest victory comes not from engaging in battle, but from having the wisdom to walk away from what doesn't serve you, not from trying to change others who don't want to change, but from focusing your precious energy on your own transformation and growth, not from seeking external approval from people incapable of genuine appreciation, but from developing such strong self-approval that you become magnetic to others who possess similar authentic qualities. The ultimate kicker that makes this story so devastatingly perfect. Enormous energy, time and resources were invested attempting to break you down, only to discover attempts were being made to destroy something that was already indestructible. Someone believed all the power was held in this dynamic, and the outcome could be controlled through manipulation and force. You are always the one carrying the real power, the power of authenticity, the power of genuine love, the power of unshakable self-worth, and the power to walk away from anything that doesn't honor your true value. You are the chosen one who made the ultimate choice. You chose yourself above all else, and that single decision transformed everything in your reality forever. You absolutely crushed an inflated ego, and the real kicker is that you did it simply by being authentically, powerfully, unapologetically yourself.